Honorable members, the meeting is called to order. Honorable members, prayers. Almighty God, we humbly beseech thee to look with favor upon this Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. Grant that it may perform its high duty as in their sight. Give divine guidance to the President of the Republic, endow members of Parliament and ministers of state with discernment and vision, integrity and courage, that through the labors of government, this land and people may be well and truly served, and their good purposes for the common human life be realized in our midst. O God, grant us a vision of our country, fair as it might be, a country of righteousness, where none shall wrong his neighbor, a country of plenty, where evil and poverty shall be done away with, a country of brotherhood, where all success shall be founded on service, and honor shall be given to the deserving, a country of peace, where government shall rest on the will of the people and a love for the common good. Bless the efforts of those who struggle to make this vision a living reality. Inspire and strengthen our people that they may give time, thought, and sacrifice to speed the day of the coming beauty of Ghana and Africa. Amen. Honorable members, appearing before the committee today are municipal and district assembly from 3 regions: Savannah, Northeast, and Upper East, as well as senior high secondary schools from the same 3 regions. This morning we'll start with the assemblies. And I'll go according to how the registration is done this morning. So I'll call the following assemblies to come forward for the clerk to administer the oath. After that, we'll start with Mampurugu Mugdari. So the following assembly should come forward: Mampurugu, Magduri, West Gonja, Bongo, Central Gonja, Mampurugu Napanduri, East Mampurusi, North Gonja, and Talensi. These are 8 assemblies.
swear by the Almighty God.
Swear by the Almighty God.
That the evidence I shall give before this committee.
That the evidence I shall give before this committee.
Touching the matter in issue. Shall be the truth.
Shall be the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you very much. Kindly take your seat back. But we'll start with Mampurugu Mokduri. Kindly take your seat, please. Honorable members, introduction. Let's start from Honorable Ajay Boateng.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. My name is Honorable Kwesi Boateng Ajay, Member of Parliament, New Jabe North, and a member of the committee.
Thank you, Chairman. My name is Dr. Adbako Kisi, MP for Anyaso Tum, within the Greater Accra region, and a member of the committee.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Isaac Yao Opoku, Member of Parliament for Offenso South, and a member of the committee.
Good morning, Sofa Akwaku, MP for Obumdomiabra, member of the committee. Thank you.
Joan Abnasach Ejay, clerk to the committee.
Kofi Ochri Ajekum, ranking member of the committee.
My name is James Kluche Abaji, MP for Katunov, and the chair of the committee.
Chairman, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Roxanne Nelson Dapamako, MP for the good people of South Nine, and a member of the committee.
Good morning. I'm Peter Yakwachiaka, MP for Memphis Central in the Western region, and a member of the committee. Thank you.
Good morning. Regional Auditor for Upper East Region.
What's your name?
Samuel Amufa.
My name is Suleiman Yusuf. I'm the MP for Boleb and Boy in the Savannah region, and I'm a member of this committee. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is John Ngoza, Assistant Auditor General, Ghana Audit Service.
Good morning. My name is Michael Ado, Director of Audit Service.
My name is Thomas Nunu, Assistant Auditor General, Ghana Audit Service.
My name is Fatios Mambawa, Assistant Clerk to the committee.
Good morning. My name is Joanna Bote Asari, and I'm an Assistant Clerk to the committee.
So now let's have Mampurugu Mokduri introduce yourself to the committee.
Good morning, Honorable Chair. My name is Saidu Abdulaziz, District Coordinating Director, Mampurugu Mokduri District Assembly. Okay, thank you.
My name is Zakaria Hussein, District Finance Officer, Mampurugu District Assembly.
My name is Idris Fusini, Internal Auditor, Mampurugu Mokduri District Assembly.
What is the District Chief Executive?
Honorable Chair, he's in transit as we speak. I called him a while ago and he said he was just around the airport area.
So it means that we have to hold you until he comes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So then let's have the next assembly, West Gonja. So kindly take your seat back. When he comes, draw my attention so that I will call you. West Gonja. Morning.
We lost one of our chiefs, James Direct Cousin. He was installed about 9 months ago.
Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
My name is Jima Yakubu, the Municipal Coordinating Director.
Alasan Hashimu is my name, Municipal Procurement Officer.
I'm Ibrahim Salifu, Assistant Director 1.
Where's your Municipal Chief Executive?
The Chief Executive is in the building. He's on his way up here. The next
What is happening this morning? Kindly take your seat back. Central Gonja, is your DC or MC here? Is he here?
They are together.
They are together?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I want to punish you, I'll take you at 4 p.m. Bumpurugu Nakpanduri, do you have your DC? Please come to the front. Kindly introduce yourselves to the committee.
I'm Joseph Loknan, this is Chief Executive, Bumpurugu and Panduri District Assembly.
I'm Jacob Dindio Conlan, the District Coordinating Director, Bumpurugu and Panduri District.
I'm Zakaria Latif, the District Finance Officer, Bumpurugu and Panduri District.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So we'll start with you in paragraph 389 of the Common Fund Report. The infraction there is about completed project not in use. Now, Bumpurugu Nakpanduri, there was a rehabilitation of Chief's Compound, weighing center, KVIP, and Bay Urinal at Tusuk. Now, this has been completed since 2020, July, but you've not been using the facility. What is the status of this project now?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This project, the Tusuk Chips Compound, was commissioned on 13th January 2021, handed over, and nurses were sent there, and it has since been in operation up to now.
That's the chip compound. How about the rest? The rest of the project, there is a KVIP project too.
Yes, all the KVIP.
They are all part of the...
Yes.
Okay. Auditors, can you confirm that the project is in use?
Honorable Chair, all the projects are in use now. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's get a second one. For you is paragraph 392. Ranking. 392.
The infraction is unremitted taxes amounting to 9,256 cedis, 89 pesos. Have you remitted the taxes now?
Mr. Chairman, yes, we have remitted and has been paid to GRA, and evidence are there to show.
Auditor, can you confirm that that has been done?
Honorable Chair, we have confirmed that. Thank you.
Okay. Chairman, that will be all for me.
That'll be all for Bumporogo Nakwadure. You are discharged.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Let's have East Mamprosi. Do you have your DC? Is he here? On his way. Then you have to wait. North Gonja, do you have your DC? Talency, you have your DC? Please come forward. Kindly take the seat and introduce yourself to the committee. There is too much noise at the background, please. Kindly introduce yourselves to the committee.
My name is Clifford Atanga, District Coordinating Director.
My name is Thomas Wooney, DC.
My name is James Tigno, Finance Officer.
My name is Sayenga Jonah, Internal Auditor.
My name is Alevga Simon, the Head of Works.
You have only one infraction. Why did you come with a battalion of 5? And DC, you have only one infraction. Paragraph 512. Open. And 5 of you. Okay, let's go to the issues. Your issue is about abandoned stroke delay projects. And for Talency, you have 2 projects delayed. The cost you spent so far on that project is 304,420 Ghana cedis. Then 1 project abandoned for 33 months. You spent 76,000. What is the status of those projects now?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Let's take the first one,
okay.
The abandoned project. Honorable Chair, after the audit issue in 2020, management took up the issue, and we got the contractor back to site, and the project is currently at its finishing stages.
What is the type or the nature of that project?
It's a police post.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Auditors, can you confirm that the project is ongoing and at the finishing stage?
Honorable Chair, yes, it can be confirmed.
Okay. So go to the delayed ones.
Yes, the delayed project has to do with a school facility. After the audit, the management letter that was issued to us, management started engaging the contractor. Along the line, he had to open up and indicated clearly that he was not interested in going back to site. So this was at a management meeting. So we said, okay, in order that when we take action, you won't come back and raise issues, write to us indicating that you are no longer interested in this project. Meanwhile, at this stage, where the project had reached, he was paid for work done, so the office was not owing him. So he wrote to us. And so this matter was put before the entity committee, and at its meeting, it was decided that the project be terminated. And so it has been repackaged and given to a different contractor. He is on it now.
Okay.
Yes, please.
But there are two projects.
Yes, they are both school projects.
Both school, on the same contractor?
Yes, please, but different contractors now.
Different contractors now, okay.
Yes,
Auditors, can you confirm that what the coordinating director said is the situation?
Yes, Honorable Chair, not much action has been taken to that effect.
Now, the coordinating director says that they have terminated the contracts and they have repackaged it and award the project now to two different contractors. If you say not too enough action taken, what do you mean by that?
Honorable Chair, those documents have not been made available to us.
Coordinating Director.
Honorable Chair.
The auditor said they are not aware of what you said.
Yes, I would admit that the auditor is right. The award letter was issued on the 4th of April.
2023
this year.
Oh, last week?
Yes, please. And so
it means that the contractor have not even mobilized to site yet.
No, the contractor yesterday was able to move to site, except that we have not been able to get copies of these letters to the auditors, and that's why I agree. That's why I agree that the auditors are right when they say that they don't have that status.
Which of the contractors are mobilized to site yesterday?
The name, okay, I have copies of the award letters and that.
I mean the contractor who mobilized to site yesterday.
The name of the contractor is Langdi Construction Works Limited.
He moved to site yesterday?
Yes, please.
Okay. And which project is that?
There are two sites. One is a 3-unit classroom block at Sakrut. And that is where that place is to do plastering.
Okay.
The project is roofed.
Okay.
He is to do plastering. So they sent 2 trips of sand to replace yesterday. Then the other one is also a KG block. That one is at a lintel stage. So that is what I can.
It's also to a different contractor or same contractor?
Same contractor, please.
But you told me that the project has been awarded to different contractors now.
Honorable Chair, that was an oversight.
An oversight, okay.
Thank you.
All right. All right, so make copies of the award letters to the auditors. The auditors will do a follow-up to do a verification.
Okay. Okay, sir.
See if work is ongoing. All right.
Okay, sir.
So thank you very much. That'll be all for you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now let's go back to the earlier assemblies. If the DCs or the MCs are in now, we'll take them. So the first one is Mampurugu Magduri. Do you have the DC now? Do you have the DC now? Where is he? Let's have all the DC that have come now for West Gonja. If the West Gonja DC is here, you should take the oath. West Gonja, do you have the DC? No. Central Gonja, do you have the DC? No. East Mamprusi, do you have the DC? North Gonja, do you have the DC? North Gonja? Not yet. All right. So only the Mampurugu Magduri will take it. But the rest have already taken the oath, haven't you? Yeah, so you can sit down.
I, Abu Adam,
swear by the Almighty God,
swear by the Almighty God
that the evidence I shall give before
that
this
the evidence I shall give
touching this matter
touching this matter, an issue,
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Kindly introduce yourselves to the committee.
Thank you, Chairman. I'm Abu Adam, District Chief Executive for Mampurugu District. Sorry, Chairman, I apologize for coming late.
All right, so we'll go straight to paragraph 389, Honorable Isaac Opoku.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, 389 is about completed projects not in use. Mampurugu Magduri, you have two projects, a 12-seater KVIP stroke Urina at Tantala, and then a 3-unit classroom block, also at Namboso. These projects were completed in 2020, but they are still not in use. What is preventing you from putting these facilities into use?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. We drew the attention of the audit service to an anomaly that occurred in their report. Namboso is not a community in our district. We officially wrote to them, informing them of this anomaly. I suspect it was entered in error during compilation of the report. Tantala is the community in our district. Namboso, I suspect, is in Unyo, the Unyo district.
Okay, so that is one. So what about the one in your district, the 12-seater KVIP?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The Tantala project was completed in November 2020. And I think 2 months afterwards, the audit took place. At the time, the contractor was holding on to the keys to the project because he had been paid only 50% of what was due him. And he indicated that until the money was made available, he was not going to release. So when the audit took place, afterwards we engaged him, got money for him, and the building, as we speak, is in use. We commissioned it on the 15th of January 2021.
All right. So, auditors, can you confirm that Namboso is not in Mampurugu Magduri Districts 1 and 2, whether the KVIP and the Urina is in use now?
Honorable Chair, we'll get back to our district auditor to confirm the assertion made by the district. But for the second one, yes, we can confirm that it's in use now. Thank you.
Chairman, thank you.
But is it difficult to determine where Namboso is? It's not difficult.
It is not, Honorable Chair, and I believe we have reps from Unyo.
Unyo, do we have Unyo here? Unyo. Can you confirm that Namboso is in your district? Where is the Unyo?
Honorable Chair.
Unyo, are you here? They are not in, okay.
Honorable Chair, my internal auditor has worked with the Unyo District Assembly before. And
they are supposed to be here, so when they come, we'll ask them.
Okay.
All right, so that'll be all for Mampurugu Magduri. You are discharged.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chair.
Now, do we have those assembly that took the oath, do you have your DC or MC in now? Who? Bongo. Okay, let's take Bongo now. Bongo, come forward, please. Kindly introduce yourselves to the committee.
My name is Alhaji Ibrahim Habila, District Coordinating Director, Bongo.
My name is Deborah Lambert, Internal Auditor.
My name is Rita Atanga, District Chief Executive, Bongo.
My name is Al-Hassan Abdul Salam, District Finance Officer, Bongo District Assembly.
Honorable DC, did you bring some of your waters? The Bongo water. Did you bring some?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So we'll go to your issue. We have one issue in the Common Fund and another one in the IGF. Now, in the Common Fund, it's in paragraph 518. It's about fuel not accounted for. For in 2020, your assembly bought fuel to the tune of 8,300 Ghana cedis. But it did not account for the use of the fuel. Now, the auditors have recommended that the amount should be recovered from the coordinating director and the finance officer. Have you recovered the money from yourselves?
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairman. At the time of the audit, the vehicles were out of the assembly for other official assignment. So when they came back, the logbooks were submitted to the auditors for verification. So they have been verified by the auditors. Okay.
How long was the auditors with you? How long were they with you?
2 weeks, Honorable Chairman.
And the vehicle was on assignment for over 2 weeks?
Yes, sir.
What kind of assignment is that?
It was traveling, sir.
Travel?
Yes, sir.
To where?
Out of the region to Accra.
So, is it the DC who went to Accra with the vehicle?
Yes.
So he went to Accra to stay in Accra for 2 weeks.
So sorry, Chair, please, when the time they were demanding for that was when the DCE had left. It is not the first week they were asking for it. So it was within the second week of their being there. And by then the DCE had traveled.
Were you there? Honorable DC, were you there?
My auditor was there.
But if he was there, he didn't explain. Yeah, you are rather explaining. Auditors, have you started the logbook and are you satisfied?
Honorable Chair, during the time of the audit, they could not provide the logbook, but they made us aware that it was available. So it was after issuing of a management letter that it was presented to us. We have reviewed it and we think it is okay.
I don't want to interrogate the issue further because if you go further, we'll get you. Because you have 30 days after the audit to provide the information, and it will not find its way into the final report. It doesn't mean that the DC was in Accra for all this while. All right, let's move on to the next one, which is the IGF report, paragraph 482. Honorable Roxanne. Paragraph 482, IGF.
Chairman, thank you. DC, the concern the auditors raised and observed here regarding your assembly is the fact that there was an issue of on-collection of rent as part of your IGF. And this was some observation in 2020. I want to find out whether that has been recovered, and two, whether you have also improved in collecting, in doing the regular collection.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. After the audit, the Assembly sent notice to the defaulters. And beyond that, a task force was put in place, and then the monies were collected. Evidence have been submitted to the auditors for verification. It has been verified by the auditors. As it is the case, the task force is still in place. They go to the various markets to collect revenue, to mobilize revenue for the Assembly. Thank you.
No, this particular revenue is in respect of rent. So do you do your regular collections?
Yes.
So that they don't fall in arrears?
Yes, sir.
Okay, auditors, can you confirm this?
Yes, Honorable Chair, it can be confirmed.
And verified?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Thank you. Chairman, that will be all.
That will be all for Bongo District. You are discharged.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair.
Thank you. Which other assembly is ready? Those that took the oath. Is any of you ready? Your DC, MC are not in. Then let me call the following assemblies. And if your DC, I can see some MC entering. Isman Prusi. So let's take the Isman Prusi.
I,
Honorable Hajia Rashida Mahama,
swear by the Almighty God
swear by the Almighty God
that the evidence I shall give before this committee
that the evidence I shall give before this committee
touching the matter in issue
touching the matter in issue
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Kindly introduce yourselves to the committee.
My name is Hajia Rashida Mahama, MCE for Eastman Prissy Municipal.
My name is Bawa Abdelhamid, MFO, Eastman Prissy.
My name is Issa Sadat, Internal Auditor, Eastman Prissy Municipal Assembly.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, sir.
So we'll start with the Common Fund report at paragraph 385. Honorable Roxanne.
Chairman, thank you. Honorable DC, the infraction the auditors flag with respect of your assembly is respect of cash irregularities. Now, I won't bore you with the breach of law issues, but they are recommending that we recover the amount from the coordinating director and the finance officer. If we fail to recover it from the appropriate person, 2020, 2023, what's the state of affairs?
Please, my internal auditor will respond, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Actually, we actually did not get the question because looking at the issues we have relative to our assembly, we don't get it well, sir.
The infraction is about the East Mamprussi Municipal Assembly.
Yes, sir.
You make payments totaling 59,834 Ghana cedis, 43 pesos. And this money was paid for construction work at Bintiri Senior High School. But you have not presented payment vouchers for the auditors to verify. So the auditors are saying that they could not ascertain the nature of works for which you have paid that money, so they could not take any verification work. So they are recommending that failure to submit the PV for verification, the coordinating director and the finance officer must refund the money back to the assembly. That is the question.
Thank you very much. But the payment voucher is now readily available, please.
Hajia,
Sir.
is that what the law says? That when the auditors come, you hide the PV, you don't make it available to them after they have left. Then at your own time, you send it to them to verify. Is that what the law says?
No, sir.
Then why did you do that?
It was misfiled.
Misfiled?
Yes, please.
Then you are not competent enough to work there.
Please, we inherited.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Actually, in the course of the audit, the assembly, we realized that that particular PV in question was mixed up with other documents. So we couldn't actually present it to the auditors for their verification. Later, we made efforts to trace it, and it was readily made available to them. It was examined and actually cleared.
We have listened to this story several times. And it looks as if there is kind of disease in the assemblies. That the PVs are always missing when they are needed for verification. And immediately after the auditors leave the place, they surface. It's kind of disease in the assemblies. And we think that all these things are intentional. They are intentional. If you don't have all the documents set, you hide the PV and go and look for the document before you rush and send it. It's not good. It won't help us. Auditors, have you later cited the PV and verified the transaction?
Honorable Chair, after the management letter, the PVs was later presented to us, and we have verified them. Thank you.
The next one, paragraph 392, Honorable Yusuf.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, the infraction is that your assembly withheld an amount of 40,752.74 Ghana cedi as tax, but you failed to remit same to GRA. What is the state of it as we speak?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. The status now is that the taxes have been remitted and evidence of payment is available for further verification.
What you are suggesting is that you've given the evidence to your auditors?
Yes, please.
Auditors, can we confirm this?
Honorable Chair, we can confirm that. Thank you.
Chairman, we are good to go.
Thank you very much. Let's go to the last one for East Mamprose, and it's in the Common Fund, no, the IGF report. Paragraph 381, Honorable Ajay Boateng.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Hadia, my former boss's sister.
My father.
The issue you have is with 4 corn shellers which were rented out to farmers during the farming season, for which rent was not paid. The auditors raised this, and we want to find out whether the payment has been made. That is the 12,000. Whether you have been able to recover the 12,000.
Yes, please. Payment has been made. Management has recovered an amount of 12,000 from the prospective defaulters. The Treasury receipts are attached for the verification, please.
Are the auditors aware
Yes,
that
sir.
the payment has been made?
Honorable Chair, we can only confirm 6,000 out of the 12,000, so 6,000 is still outstanding. Thank you.
So 6,000 of the amount is still outstanding. What is happening?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will want to assume that there's a mix-up somewhere because the complete set of receipts amounting to 12,000 Ghana cedis were presented to our district auditor. However, I will want to put further that initially an amount of 6,000 was recovered, then later the remaining 6,000 was equally recovered, and the update was given to the district auditor for his information. Maybe the status report has not been.
Mr. Chairman, I think there's a need for some reconciliation, so if you can look at it. But in any case, Where are the shellers? Are they still with the farmers?
We have recovered all of them from the farmers.
All right.
All are in the assembly at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, so do you have the evidence here?
Yes, yes,
So
please.
you can give them to the auditors for verification. That'll be all for Eastman Proceed. You are discharged.
Thank you very
Mr.
much,
Chairman.
sir.
Now, do we have West Gonja in now? No. Central Gonja, are they in? North Gonja, are they in? All right, so let me call the following assemblies to come forward to take the oath. Bursa North. Bursa North, do you have the MCE? Please come forward to take the oath. Boku West. Boku West, do you have the MCE? Please come forward. Pusiga, do you have the MCE? Come forward, please. Bole. Bole, come forward. Fuzi, I'm busy now. Then West Mamprosi, join. Do we have any other assembly who are here? What's the name? You, do you have the MCE? Please join. Okay. Then Tempani. Okay.
So please, when I say I repeat after me, mention your names and I'll guide you through. Sorry, you don't have a secretary?
No. Quran.
Sorry, sir. Just wait. You don't have the scripture, just reach your right hand like this forward. Sir? You don't have the scripture, right? Your right hand like this. I want to see your right hand. Yes. I swear by the Almighty God that the evidence I shall give before this committee touching the matter in issue shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you very much. Can you take your seat back? But Bursa North should remain. Bursa North, kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
Yeah, wait, Presi. Thank you very much. My name is Godfred KB Bamba, Municipal Coordinating Director.
My name is Vida Anap, Municipal Chief Executive.
I'm Idris Haruna, Finance Officer.
I'm Atindana Benjamin, Assistant Engineer.
Yusuf Yamani, Internal Auditor.
Thank you very much. Kindly put off your mics. So we'll go to the Common Fund report. Burisa North, paragraph 512, Honorable Sampson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Your issue here has to do with two projects. One delayed and one abandoned. And the amount involved is over 220,000. No, the Bulsa North. Yeah, there are 4 projects. There are 4 projects, 3 delayed, 1 abandoned. Please, can you explain to the committee why you have decided to abandon the project and why you are not completing the 3 projects?
Honorable Chair, the projects in questions were 3 from District Assembly Common Fund and 1 from DPAT. Currently, the DPAT, after the management letter, steps were taken and they've been completed and currently in use in 5 locations of the municipality. The Common Fund projects, for the delayance was attributed to, 2 issues: the delays in the release of funds and also the quantum of funds. However, after the management letter and the audit observation, management took steps to get the contractors back on site, and in fact, work has progressed steadily in some of them. In fact, a total amount of 23,313 had been paid. So the contractors had been on site until the latter part of last year, where they wrote to us indicating that because of the period the projects had traveled, it wasn't feasible for them to continue with the projects at the prevailing cost until we do something about it. So currently, management is taking steps to, look at it, to repackage it and it.
Apart from these projects, do you have any other new projects ongoing or completed?
Yes, under other funding, but not Common Fund. Common Fund, we don't have any.
See, you are saying Common Fund has delayed, but we are even aware that the District Assembly Common Fund for last year has been released to you, but not the MPs. So it's not delayed. We are aware that your last quarter has been released to you, but not MPs. Is it not true?
It's very true.
So when you come here and you say that delay in the Common Fund release, meanwhile the assemblies, you are taking and the MPs are not even getting, and we are not talking. We are aware. So don't come and talk to us here because...
But why are you comparing them to the MPs?
No, I'm just making a point.
No. Just made a point that the money has been released to them.
I'm making a point that they've sacrificed the MPs to release theirs for them to complete the project.
We don't have MPs Common Fund cited in the report. Don't mention it. Please, may I know where these projects are located? You know I come from the Vrongo, so I'm interested in Bulsa North projects.
In fact, one of them, a 3-unit classroom block, is at Achanyilgoyi. Then we have a health center at Kadima and a chief's compound at Imonsa. And then the other projects, which was actually COVID-19 projects, were located in our 5 area councils. That's Kadima, Sandema, Chuchuluga, Wiega, and then Sinisi. That one has been completed in use since 2020.
Please, it's my hope that you try and complete this project before new projects are taken up, because the auditors are saying that try and complete the ongoing projects. You are denying our own people from using this project. I know the way we are underdeveloped in that areas, all the areas you have mentioned. So, Chairman, I'm done.
Thank you. How soon is management going to work on those Common Fund projects for which the contractors are complaining about the cost? How soon is Assembly management going to work on that?
In fact, management had already met all the contractors and, agree on the way forward. And the way forward is to terminate. So currently, management is, I think our next tender committee meeting, it will be one of the
contractors have agreed that
we should
terminate the contract.
Yeah, because
are they going to take part when you reopen the bid? Those same contractors are they going to take part?
I can't speak to that. But per the letter they wrote,
does the law allow them to take part?
I'll have to check from the act. But from there,
if the contractors are already on site, why don't you negotiate and see how some revisions should be made, rather than going through a whole process of termination and re-award? Don't you think that it will be more expensive to terminate and re-award than to revise the figures for the contractors?
Okay, I think it's a very positive, proposal. We'll look at that strongly.
I think that if you want to repackage, it will be more expensive.
Okay. Okay, we'll look at that option very strongly.
All right. Let's move to the next one, which is the same report, paragraph 515. And that is payment for goods not delivered. Now, Bulsanov, you paid a total of 7,766.99 Ghana cedis to Master Mohammed Kanap for 6 tricycles and 50 white canes for people living with disability, which were not supplied. Were the items supplied later?
Mr. Chairman, the internal auditor will respond to this.
Okay. Internal auditor.
Yes, Chair. Mr. Chairman, 2 of the tricycles were supplied, but the remaining 4 were not supplied because the one who took up the supply of the tricycle said he has to customize them, but later we followed up and he was not bringing the tricycle. So we wrote letters demanding that he pays. He has not responded, so we took up the matter in court.
What happened in court?
We are still in the process, Mr. Chairman.
Which process have you reached?
They've served him the writ. He was out of town, and he has been served a writ.
He was serving, so he didn't appear in court?
No.
Roxanne.
Chairman, thank you. It means you went to court just a couple of weeks ago?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. But we wrote to the court earlier. That was in June 2022.
And he's not been served with the summons? Are you in a district court?
Yes, please.
District Magistrate Court?
It's District Magistrate Court.
And they are now serving the plaintiff with your summons? Okay. Do you have a lawyer?
No, Chair.
So the registrar prepared the summons for you?
Yes, Chair.
Okay. Try and pursue it so that you can get your monies back.
Are you saying that the Assembly don't have a lawyer? Honorable DC, is the Assembly not having a lawyer?
Yes, we have a lawyer.
You have a lawyer?
Yes, please.
Your internal auditor is not aware that you have a lawyer?
Chairman, let me clarify. you have an external solicitor. He's not in-house lawyer. DCE. It's not a lawyer with the assembly. You don't pay him.
Yes.
You pay him as and when he works.
Yes.
So you think that this one is a small case, so you can do it at. I agree. I mean, if you take a lawyer in this matter, you may spend much more than it's involved. So I can understand why the registrar assisted you to prepare the summons. But pursue it. It's something you should be able to recover. Okay. It's very important.
Thank you very much.
Let's move to the next for Busa North. Paragraph 518, Honorable Sophia.
518, fuel not accounted for. In Busa North Municipal, your amount is 2,079 cedis. Auditors recommend that the amount should be recovered from the coordinating director and finance officer. Have you recovered this money?
Internal auditor will respond to it.
Honorable Chair, as at the time of the audit, the vehicle involved was out of station. It was in Kumasi under repairs. But when the vehicle came back and the management letter was issued, we sent the logbook of the vehicle to the auditors for verification.
Auditors.
Honorable Chair, that was done after our report.
It means you are satisfied with their...
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Chairman, that's all.
Let's go to the last one under the Common Fund. Paragraph 525, Honorable Ajay Boateng.
Thank you, Chairman. This has to do with wasteful expenditure on accounting software. Busa North, you went beyond the gift miss and contracted an arrangement with a private provider amounting to 13,975. So the auditors feel that this expenditure is not right. And so the recommendation was to the effect that the coordinating director and the finance officer should refund the amount to the assembly's coffers. Has the refund been done?
Honorable Chair, a number of recommendations. In fact, this was shortly after the introduction of the GIFME system. So honestly, capacity wasn't adequate for all staff to use all components of the GIFME. So that component was actually, we actually sought for external capacity to help us undertake those aspects. But after the auditor's observation and advice, one, they encouraged us or they recommended that we cancel or terminate the arrangements. And also that we should take steps to train the staff to be able to adequately use the GIFME system, which we have carried out effectively, and currently we are fully using the GIFME system. In our reporting system currently, we are using a system that do not require any, payments. So these are the steps we've taken to.
No, but the issue is that the auditors recommended that the amount be recovered from the coordinating director and the finance officer. You are giving us a long story, but the issue, the bottom line is that the coordinating director and the finance officer were tasked to refund the amounts, 13,975 into the assembly's coffers. So what effort have you made to recover that money?
Honorable Chair, the software that was being used, it was used to run our trial balances. And because of the challenges we encountered...
No. You see, the point is that this explanation was given to the auditors when they came on the audit. If they had accepted those explanations, the report would not have reflected that. Beyond that, the auditors are insisting that the amount be refunded into the Assembly's coffers. So that is what you have to respond to. So, Mr. Chairman, they haven't made any effort to retrieve the money from the coordinating director and the finance officer. Chairman, I was saying that I don't get the impression that they have made any effort to recover the money from the coordinating director and the finance officer.
So once you did not make any effort, it means that we have to surcharge you, force you to pay, refund the money. They are what? Who told you that? But who took the decision to go for this software? Who took the decision to go for the software, even though you have the Give Me software available?
Honestly, management at the time took that decision because the accounts was unable to churn or prepare their reports, which was also mandatory. The capacity, as I indicated, wasn't there at that time. So in order to meet the timely reporting, financial reporting, our system, management took that decision to seek that external capacity or support.
So the money, the amount spent, is it for only the enable the Assembly to prepare the financial statement for that year alone, or for other years subsequent to that first year?
Yes, it was that year alone. After that, as I indicated, steps were taken to build the capacities of the officers so they could do that, without resorting to that software. So after that observation and then a recommendation, we stopped. We canceled the contract we had with them and took steps to build the capacities of our officers who now did it without the use of the software.
But did you use the software, that software, did you use it?
Yes, that year, yes, we did. Because, as I indicated, they could not, produce the needed financial reports, because of capacity. So we needed that software to help us do that.
Where is that company now? The Hakam Computers and Office Technologies. Are they based in Busanov?
No. For Busanov, no, they are not based there. But, where are they based? They are based in Kumasi.
Okay. So, who uses the software to prepare the account? Is it the staff of the assembly or the consultants?
The staff of the assembly, in fact, the finance department.
If they don't have the capacity, how could they have the capacity to use the software?
Training was part of the software installation.
So that training could have been done for the gift miss.
Yes. I mean, you are very right.
So
sometimes.
Why do you bypass the gift miss to go and to buy this software? It's the whole thing is complicated. Yes. I think you have to pay the money.
Honorable, temper justice remains. Honestly, as I indicated, this was the early stages that the gift mix system was. In fact, where to even understand where we can get the needed capacity to train it was even quite challenging. It used to only be the generic trainings that were done by, Ministry of Finance and others. So that is actually one of the challenges.
Were you at post at that time?
No, Honorable.
Who among you here was at post at that time?
Were you there? I think only the internal auditor, right?
Internal auditor, you own up yourself that you were there.
Oh, MFO. I think the internal auditor, the MFO, the finance officer.
Who was the finance officer at the time?
The finance officer at the time is Mr. Donatus.
Speak to the mic, let's hear you well, please.
I mean, the finance officer at the time of the contract is Donatus.
Ignatus.
Donatus.
Donatus. Is he a staff of the assembly?
Yes, he was the finance officer at the time.
Finance officer. Where is he now? He'll be in the region. So you don't know where your former finance officer is? You don't want to disclose it, eh? If you don't disclose it, you carry his burden.
Honorable Chair, he was posted to Boku, but later he was involved in an accident, which they have to remove him from Boku, and currently we don't know where he is.
Okay. Who was the coordinating director also at the time?
It's Mr. Osman Sibiko.
Where is he now?
The Guan area.
Also involved in an accident?
Oh, no.
Where? OT?
Yes.
OT region?
Yes.
After OT, you want to cross like this, you go to OT. It's not far from here. Now, I think that the committee will upheld the decision of the Auditor General that he should refund the money. I'm trying to help, but there's no way to help.
Honorable Chair, help.
So, the committee I've taken a position already, so don't do anything to convince me. You can't convince me. The committee is saying that the decision of the auditors for a refund, it's upheld by this committee. Let's move on. I think that will be all for Bolsanov. So you are discharged. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you
very much, sir.
Now let's have Boku West. Boku West. Kindly introduce yourselves to the committee.
Honorable Chair, my name is Musa Paul, Head of Works.
I am Alasan Ahmed, Coordinating Director.
I'm Tahiru Isahako Ahmed, District Chief Executive.
Moses Arga, Finance Officer.
Mohammed Muslim, Internal Auditor.
Thank you very much for coming. You have, I think, 4 issues, 2 in each of the reports. So we'll start with paragraph 508 of the Common Fund report. And Honorable Roxon, 508.
Yes, Chairman, thank you very much. DC, the auditors have established as a result of the audit that you incurred some expenditures in excess of 39,000 outside of your budget. As such a serious breach, they have recommended for management to operate within your budgetary approvals, 2020 observation. What's the state of affairs in 2023?
Honorable, my Coordinating Director will speak to it.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. 2020, actually, we had an issue with regards to the budgetary allocation for some expenditures that were actually not found in the budget. And those expenditures were in respect of festive occasions.
All those things have been recounted in the report.
So going forward,
exactly.
Going forward, now formally we were actually doing some bulk budgeting, and with the recommendation by the auditors.
Are you operating within your budget now?
Yeah, we are operating within the budget.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
We are operating within the budget.
That's all. Chairman, that will be all for them.
Okay, the next one is paragraph 512. It's abandoned stroke delayed project. And for Boku West, you have 3 abandoned projects, delayed for a period of between 45 and 49 months. What is the status of those 3 projects now?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The 3 projects are Chips Compound at Bringu. We also have a 3-unit classroom block at Naragu, and also a 3-unit classroom block at Buyapasako. Currently, as we speak, the Chiefs compound at Birungu has been completed later part of 2022, and it is being used now. Again, the Narago 3-unit classroom block 2, we have completed it, and it's also in use now. currently I have a pictures of those 2 projects that we have completed. But in regards to the Buyak Basago, that one we actually terminated the project because we tried to fix the implementation because they were all common farm projects. So this year it is part of our plan for 2023 to award the Buyak Basago classroom block. So currently that is what we are going to do within this year. But the 2 projects, for them, we have completed and they are currently in use now.
Are the auditors aware that those projects are in use?
Aware.
Okay, auditors, can you confirm?
Yes, Honorable Chair, we can confirm that 2 projects have been completed and they are in use, and 1 has been terminated.
All right, so we encourage you to speed up the process. To re-award the 3rd one so that it can also be completed. Let's go to the IGF report. Paragraph 475, ranking.
Boku West, you made payments amounting to 28,100 Ghana cedis without the use of the gift mix system. Are you now making all payments through the gift mix system?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Auditor, can you confirm whether they are implementing your recommendation?
Yes, Honorable Chair, it can be confirmed.
Chairman, that will be all.
Your last one is paragraph 485, Honorable Isaac.
Thank you, Chairman. Boku West, again, one of your staff, Abu Zia Sando, he passed on, but you continue to pay him salaries in 2019, December 2019 and January 2020. The amount in question is 1,630.20. You were required to recover the amount from his next of kin. Have you been able to recover the amount?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The said amount has been recovered.
Auditors.
Yes, Honorable Chair, it can be confirmed, and we have the evidence to that effect.
All right.
That'll be all for Boku West. You are discharged. Let's have Pusiga. Pusiga. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Abdullah Zubairu, DC for Pusiga.
My name is Daniel Akolgu, Coordinating Director.
Shirazu Sadiq Abubakar is my name, the District Finance Officer.
There is noise in the room, please. Pusiga, you have only one issue in the IGF reports. It's on earned salary paid to one Collins Collins Ewua. You paid him a total of 12,797.61 Ghana cedis. And you recovered 6,000 from him, leaving a balance of 6,797.61. The auditors recommended that the coordinating director and the head of HR should recover the amount from the separated staff, which is Collins Ewua, or his next of kin. Have you recovered the balance of 6,797.61 from him?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yes, it has been recovered.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Yes, Honorable Chair, it can be confirmed. It was recovered on the 15th December 2022.
Pusiga, you are discharged. Let's have Bole. Kindly introduce yourselves to the committee.
Abukari Musa, Internal Auditor.
Honorable Chair, Adam Habib, District Coordinating Director.
Stephen Dunanye, District Finance Officer.
Issa Habib, District Engineer.
All right, welcome. I'm told your DC has been called to Accra, so she won't be here. All right, so you have two issues, one each in the two reports. So the Common Fund Report, paragraph 487. Honorable Roxanne.
Chairman, thank you very much. Bole, you have been indicted by the auditors first for not putting completed projects to use. And indeed, two projects, one mechanized borehole with 2 standpipes and a Rambo size a poly tank located at the Bamboy market, value 32,000, and then another one located at the Ajama, also valued at 32,000. The auditors recommended that you deal with the challenges and put the property to use. These are observations in 2020. April 2023, what's the state of affairs?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Currently, the two projects are in use.
Have you brought this to the attention of the auditors?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Auditors, can you confirm and verify this? No, can you verify and confirm this?
Honorable Chair, we can confirm that we have verified it. Thank you.
Very well.
Let's go to the IGF report, paragraph 453. The same Roxanne.
Chairman, thank you very much. Now, Bole, the other indictment the auditors established was that some cash irregularities quite huge. Their recommendation is that the challenges that you had in operating through the GIME system, for which those transactions were not captured. Now, they are recommending that the coordinating director and the finance officer, you were to seek assistance from the GIVE system. Because the transactions were not routed through the GIVE system, they flagged it as a cash irregularity. And the recommendation is that you should seek assistance from the Secretariat in Accra to address your peculiar challenges. Now, 2023 April. State of Affairs.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The briefings I had revealed that the PVs...
The briefings?
Yes.
When you assume office?
Yes.
Okay, proceed.
Is that the PVs were uploaded onto the giving system by the Contract Accountant General staff through the giving secretariat.
Okay, so that is ipso facto the production of this report. Yes. Okay, so it's been ratified, sort of.
Yes.
Have you brought this to the attention of the auditors?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
You have done that. Auditors, have you verified this information and can confirm that the PVs that were flagged as having not been routed through the Give Me system has now been uploaded and the transaction ratified?
Honorable Chair, the PVs was uploaded on the GiveMe platform by the Control Accountant General staff during the final account as at 2021, and henceforth the platform is being used, has been verified. Thank you.
Good news. Chairman, that will be all for Bole in this matter.
That will be all for Bole. Your discharge. Yeah. Let's have West Mamprosi. West Mamprosi. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
My name is Armiao Somolaki Basantale, MCE, West Mamprosi.
Abdurrahman Baba Ahmed is my name, the Municipal Coordinating Director.
Ahmed Abdullah Al-Hassan, the Municipal Finance Officer.
All right, put off your mics. You have two issues, one each in the two reports. So we'll start with the Common Fund report, paragraph 389. Honorable Sampson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You have West Mamprosi slaughterhouse in Wale Wale, and there's two slaughterhouses and chief compound. According to the auditors, these compounds, these projects are all completed, but they have not been put into use. Please, can you explain to this committee the bottlenecks that are blocking you from using these three projects?
Honorable Chair, fortunately, all of them are now into use, and they are functioning now.
Auditors, can you confirm? They say the projects are in use, and they are functioning very well.
Honorable Chair, we can confirm. Thank you.
Chairman, I'm done.
Let's go to IGF. Paragraph 377, Honorable Sophia.
Thank you, Chairman. 377, unpresented value books. And the auditors recommend that the average value of collections per GCR for the period be computed per receipt book, not presented, and the amount recovered from the revenue collectors. Otherwise, the revenue superintendent and finance officer should be jointly held liable for the refund. They also recommend that the finance officer and revenue superintendent to step up their supervisory role over the revenue collectors to prevent revenue losses. What do you have to tell the committee on this?
Honorable Chair, the said value books have since been retrieved. In fact, the anomaly happened at the time when they were rehabilitating the finance block. So all the documents were grouped into a sack and sent into the stores. So at the time of the audits, it was difficult to retrieve all of them, but we have since done so. Thank you.
When did you retrieve them? When and where?
From the stores.
Auditors, please, can you confirm if you are satisfied with their answer?
Honorable Chair, we have received all the GCRs and we have verified them. Thank you.
Chairman, I think that will be all That will be all, yeah, I think.
So that will be all for West Mamprosi. You are discharged.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair.
Let's have Yo-Yo Nanswang. Yo-Yo Nanswang. And kindly introduce yourselves to the committee.
Hussein Pius is my name, District Coordinating Director.
I am Kwanlam Bitian, District Chief Executive.
I'm C. Bababa, District Finance Officer.
I'm Inusa Al Hassan, District Internal Auditor.
Thank you very much. So, Honorable Kisi, paragraph 389, Common Fund Report.
Chairman, thank you. And in fact, I like how you mentioned Kisi. Thank you. This has to do with projects completed, not in use. And this was as of 2020. The key projects, 3-unit classroom block, an ancillary at Piabuni, and then the other one is a 3-classroom block and ancillaries at Lawuk. If you can update the House, the amount of money involved, both under 200,000, but per my calculation, we're looking at about almost 370,000+ cities for the 2 projects. So what's the update? Is it being used now or what?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. All the structures are now in good use.
In good use. I like that. So Audit Service, can we have you confirm if the classroom is being occupied by students and being taught in the classroom? Thank you.
Honorable Chair, all the projects are now in good use. Thank you.
Chairman, that will be all.
Okay. Yo-Yo, there is another project which was captured under Mampurugu Magduri. And the name of the community is Namboso. Is Namboso in Yo-Yo district?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Namboso is in Yo-Yo Nanswan district. Okay,
so there's a project there, 3-unit classroom block, ancillaries, and ancillary. Is this project also completed?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. It's completed.
Auditors, can you confirm these two?
Honorable Chair, we can confirm. Thank you.
It's not about completion. It's been completed, but not in use.
Is it in use now?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. It's also in good use.
Okay. Is there any bad use? Let's go to the IGF report, paragraph 385, Honorable Apak.
Well, since we have been talking about good use, I want to know from you whether the 7 power tillers and the 2 water pumping machines given to your assembly by the Ministry of Agric in 2019 are also now in good use.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I think they are also in use. They are in use, Honorable Chair.
So your answer is a bit shaky. The confidence with which you responded to the previous questions clearly was absent in this. Now, the complaint you had given was that you didn't have the expertise at the assembly to operate the machines, and you were still putting in place the necessary strategies to get staff trained. All this has been done, and both the tillers and the water pumping machines are in good use.
They are in use, Honorable Chair.
Auditors, I come to your domain to seek affirmation or otherwise.
Honorable Chair, the said equipment are now in use. Thank you. We even have pictures of them.
Mr. Chairman, they are in good use.
So that will be all for Yonyo, Nansuan District. You are discharged.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Tempani. Let's have Tempani. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
My name is Akulugo Abednego, Works Department, Works Engineer.
I'm Anabda Isaka, District Chief Executive.
I'm Thomas Agbasi, District Finance Officer. Thank you.
I'm Karim Abdullahi, District Coordinating Director.
I'm Abodaba Halidu, Internal Auditor.
Kindly put off your mics. Thank you. So we'll go to paragraph 504 of the Common Fund Report. Honorable Roxanne.
DC, the infraction here has to do with cash irregularities in the form of failure to allocate funds to sub-district structures. This matter we interrogated with some assemblies yesterday. Now, the recommendation of the auditors were to the effect that it should transfer the amount involved, over 25,000, to the substructure to enable them operate effectively and plan for their programs. 2020 observation, April 2023, have you regularized as recommended?
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. The Assembly has, upon the request of the leadership
have you regularized the situation?
Yes.
Then you can explain.
Yes.
Okay.
The various area councils have written to the Assembly for us to use the money to renovate and furnish the area councils. And we have duly done that. And subsequently, anytime the common fund comes, we release the 20% to them upon request.
Upon request or according to law?
According to law.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have you brought the renovation, the request by the substructures to use these funds to renovate their office so they can operate? Have you, having done that, have you brought this to the attention of the auditors.
Yes, Honorable Chairman.
Auditors, can you verify and confirm this matter?
Honorable Chair, yes, it can be confirmed. We've seen the renovation work, but for the letter authorizing them to do that, we've not seen it.
Okay, we'll assume that the letter came. Once the renovation took place, we'll assume that. And can you also confirm that since the preparation of this report, since you released this report, the substructures have subsequently been receiving the 20% allocation?
Yes, Honorable Chair, we can confirm that.
Chairman, thank you. That will be all for the DC.
Let's move to the next one. Paragraph 521, Honorable Aka.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Your car with registration number GC 856/18, which was comprehensively insured by SIC, got involved in an accident. You repaired it, and then you sent it to Japan Motors, and you spent 32,000 Ghana cedis from your own resources instead of XIC having to pay for that one. And could you explain why that happened?
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. When the car was involved in an accident, SIC came over and repaired the car. And upon the repairs, the car broke down after the car was handed over to the assembly, according to what I've been briefed. So the auditors demanded that once it was insured and they repaired the car, and it has not taken long, and we went to a different place to repair it, the assembly should refund the money. So when I took over as the DC, I made a follow-up to SIC, the regional level, and the agreement we have reached is, they are saying that once they repaired the car earlier and handed it over to us, they will not get cash for us. But what we agreed on is that they are saying that when the insurance of the car is expired, we should come over, and they will do that until the amount is exhausted. So that is the agreement we have reached with SIC.
So it means they are not going to refund the total 32,000 Ghana cedis as recommended by the auditors?
Yes, Honorable Chairman.
They are not going to refund?
They are not doing it because they said they did it earlier and handed it over to us.
All right, auditors, you made a recommendation. Are you satisfied with the agreement?
Honorable Chair, we have not cited any agreements of that sort.
Coordinating Director, you heard him right. He said he has not cited any recommendation. Could you please? He said what you are saying has not been made known to them. So.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I think my district auditor has been briefed, but if you've not had the evidence, we'll make sure we will make it available to you.
All right, Chairman,
Do you have the agreement in a written form with the insurance company?
For
what you have agreed on, that they will not refund the money to you, but they will use the money to renew your insurance premium. Do you have it in a written form?
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. It was a verbal agreement, and the car, as at now, the insurance is still on. As at now, I don't even know the amount. So when the insurance finishes, we should come and we do. So it was, to be frank, it was a verbal agreement.
Why should we accept verbal agreement? Quickly go back, let the company put it into writing, let the two parties sign, so that it to be binding. That's when your insurance renewal due, the company will renew it for you without you paying any money until the money is exhausted.
Okay.
If verbal, after verbal, no, how do you take a verbal for anything?
Thank you. I'll duly do that.
Yes, Honorable Sampson.
Chairman, this report, we are dealing with 2020. And compensatory insurance is yearly. And we are in 2023. So I'm at a loss that your insurance is still on, is not due. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. So if you are saying that the insurance, you insure your car comprehensive 2020 for 3 years, I'm surprised. I don't know any insurance company that will insure your car for 3 consecutive years because it's due. So you should be telling us whether you have set off or not. Or otherwise, you have no more insurance. You have not insured your car again since 2020 because you cannot be talking of insurance now. What was 2021, 22?
Thank you, thank you, Honorable Chairman. I took over office towards the end of 2020. So this agreement, it was in 2022 I had with them. So by then the insurance was already going on. So it's because of these infractions that I had to go to them to follow up. And this was the option they said they could do.
The situation is as at now. Do you mean you have not insured your car again?
It's insured. If it were not insured, once that agreement has come, I was agreed in 2022, we would have just sent it there to ensure it so that the amount will keep on reducing. So as at now, the car insurance, it has been insured. So the next time the insurance is expired, we will send it back and the agreement will now take on.
Now, kindly do this within 2 weeks. Get a copy of the agreement to the auditors to be forwarded to the committee. It's very important because without the written agreement, in future you cannot enforce it. Let's go to the IGF. Paragraph 479. Sampson.
Do you have the finance officer and the works engineer? Are you here?
Yes, we are here, Honorable.
Your issue here has to do with tender documents and then business registration fees, totaling 18,600. You could not account for this amount. You were asked to refund the money, whatever it is, you should account for the amount. Have you done that?
Okay. Honorable Chair, we wrote to the defaulting companies and they have duly paid the monies.
Are you telling the committee that you sold the documents on credit, 14,000? You sold 24 tender documents, 600 per one, 14,400 on credit?
Honorable Chair, the issue is that because this thing was cited in the Auditor's General Report, we just have to write to the contractors to fulfill their commitment. But then...
Please, you are not answering my question. These are tender documents that you sold, cash. and you could not account for the money. Put your phone off. And you are telling me, what do you have to write to contractors again? It's cash and carry, it's cash. So when you sold them, the money you could not account, so you need to refund the money. And then for the business registration, if you are telling me that 7 business registration, probably the default, probably they are owing. That one, I might agree with you, but not tender documents. You cannot sold them on credit. You cannot tell me you are going to the contractors. In any case, have you recovered the money?
Yes. What I'm trying to say is, the Honorable Chair, yes, we have recovered the money.
Auditors, can you confirm that they have recovered the money and you are satisfied?
Honorable Chair, we can't confirm any recovery of such money. Thank you.
The question is very straightforward. The query is very straightforward. The finance officer, the engineer, you could not account for 18,600. And you are asked to look for the money and pay to this assemble. So you better tell me that you have, this is not about documents. It's about taking the money and you have not accounted for it. And you have not accounted for it. Chairman.
Honorable Chair, can I come in?
Come in.
I took over from the outgoing finance officer, and per my investigation, these tender documents were sold on credit. When I say credit, it means that monies were not given to the accounts office. So it was up after the audit that you were going after them for the monies to be paid. So on records, we have the receipts now to prove to the committee. Thank you very much.
Go ahead.
Do you expect those who lost the tender to pay for the tender documents? If you were one of them, would you pay?
Honorable Chair, I think we have an MOU with our clients. If you are not honest with us, there is no way we'll put you on our credible list.
You are selling tender documents. People came and bought them, and they lost. It's not all of them that will win the tender. My question is, do you expect those who lost to pay? And if you were one of them, would you pay?
Honorable Chair, we are talking about credibility and sustainability of our creditor list. We have collected the monies from those that we have sold. We can confirm that. So it is about trust.
The auditors are saying they cannot confirm anything. There is no evidence that you have paid the money they have paid the money, you have not showed, so they cannot confirm anything. And we are now going to ask you to go and send it to them. If I were the chairman, I would ask you people to refund the money.
Honorable Chair, we have submitted the receipt to our district auditor. Maybe it has not gotten to the high hierarchy. Thank you.
Do you have the district auditor here? Can you confirm if the receipts for the refund has been made available to you?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, the receipts were given to me just this morning.
Okay. So verify it and let us know if it is genuine. All right, so that'll be all for Tempani District. You are discharged.
Thank you, Chair.
Now I'm left with 3 more districts. I don't know if these CMCs are in now. And they are West Gonja, Central Gonja, and then North Gonja. Can the 3, this CMC come off to take the oath?
want to hear our voices.
All right.
Okay.
Adam Elias,
Swear by the Almighty God.
Swear by the Almighty God
That the evidence I shall give before this committee.
that the evidence I shall give before this committee
Touching the matter in issue.
touching the matter in issue
Shall be the truth.
shall be the truth,
The whole truth.
the whole truth,
And nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me.
And
Yes. Different districts.
Let's start with West Gonja. Kindly introduce yourselves to the committee.
Honorable Chair, my name is Karim Musa Kusubar, Municipal Chief Executive.
Ibrahim Salifu, Assistant Director 1.
Jima Yaku, Municipal Coordinating Director.
Alasan Hashimu, Procurement Officer.
So we will start with paragraph 460 of the Common Fund Report. Honorable Sampson.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. West Gonja, your issue here has to do with overutilization of the District Assembly Common Fund. You overspent in excess of 846,963, an excess of almost 50%, 49.32%. Please, are you aware of the probably normally amount percentage for your recurrent expenditure? Can you tell the committee the percentage you are supposed to spend?
Yes, Honorable Chair. We are supposed to spend 20% on recurrent. But on this situation, we had an emergency where we had the Damango chieftaincy dispute that started in that particular year, coupled with the poor revenue mobilization as a result of the COVID. And so we have to provide for the military detachment and other security personnel by way of logistics and fueling. That compel us to exceed the limits. But for now, we are complying strictly.
Did you get an approval from any higher authority, or it was on your own accord?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Through Executive Committee and the General Assembly, that's where we have to do a presentation and a special request. However, as at that time, the supplementary window had already closed, so we could not review the budget.
Did you try to find out, the military, they were coming from external. Did you find out whether there was supposed to be source somewhere, funding somewhere for that purpose before spending your internal amount? Because from what I'm getting from you, it means that it was within the internal assembly meeting that you agreed that you should exceed. Do you think you have the right to do that?
Thank you. In fact, when you have an emergency situation that is about life and death, you might not be able to comply. That will compromise life and property. So we only did that, and eventually we have to report to that level. Thank you.
Chairman, emergency, and it was about life and death. So they have to go into project money and spend. This one, they say life and death, Granges. Chairman, we are in your hands.
Chairman, I recall that last year this matter also featured in the 2019 report that we considered last year. We are very concerned that the assemblies are expending your very little resources on military and security operations. We are very concerned because you see, the national security budget is approved in Parliament. So when there's a national security matter, the expending agency is the National Security Ministry. We are worried that increasingly they are falling on the assembly. So what happens if the assembly is unable to provide fuel? The soldiers can't go and deal with the rioter situation. This is not the first time auditors are flagging this expenditure. And Chairman, I think as a committee we need to take a position on the matter, because every year we approve budget for the national security separately, defense ministry separately, the interior ministry separately.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. In fact, at the heat of the situation or the conflict, even about 3 of our vehicles were being used by the security personnel. As we speak now, we still have 1 of the vehicles with them. And if you want to check our trend of expenditure when it comes to servicing, maintenance, that particular vehicle tops the list of the vehicles. And even if it's a battery that is down, they have to call for us to put the battery and change the ties as well. So it still continues.
You see, your operational vehicles are not military armor vehicles. They are not vehicles for such purposes. That is why, as a committee, we are increasingly getting worried when the auditors begin to flag this particular line of expenditure. And I think I will urge Chairman so that we take a position on the issue. That it depletes the Assembly's funds and they are not reimbursed even.
Chairman, I must wade in on this matter as well, because this is not right. There's a reason why we have designated ministries with specific responsibilities. To expect district assemblies to carry the burden of what should obviously be the role of national government cannot be the way to go. So I agree with the Honorable Dafiamako that as a committee, we should make a recommendation to the effect that the assemblies should not be responsible for carrying this burden. The Chairman, particularly around this time, in this our sub-region and this part of the country, it is crucially important that those who are responsible carry the mantle on our behalf. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable members, we have made a recommendation in 2019 reports. You remember when we were in the Sunyani, there was an issue of that nature. And we made a recommendation in our previous report. But if you want us to repeat the recommendation, clerk need to take note. We'll make another recommendation again in the 2020 reports. Let's go to paragraph 466. Honorable Kisi.
Thank you, Chairman. Unremitted funds. For the 2 areas, we're looking at 6,883. But for your specific area, has it been refunded to chest?
Honorable Chair, not yet. Yes, we have written to the Common Fund Administrator, and also through their monitoring team that visit us, we have been doing follow-ups. And last time we were promised that in the last release it will reflect, and that was third quarter for 2022. And it did not reflect. We drew their attention and they told us that we should wait. The next release that will come, it will come with it. And so we are still waiting because that of the fourth quarter M-Sharp for 2022 has not yet been released. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
So if you can clarify something for me. After this, has any payment been made to the HIV/AIDS fund?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
So you've had other payments made to it,
yes,
but this particular
outstanding
debt has not been paid.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
And do you have the copies of the letters you've sent to the Common Fund Administrator here?
A copy of the letter, and the rest of the follow-ups are verbal through the routine monitoring teams that visit us at this level.
How many letters so far, please?
We have one.
And that's not good enough. I would hope that you pursue this a bit further. And I would also hope that you do what some of us do. You make sure that they stamp a receipt that they've had the letter or acknowledgement of your letter. And then we can use that as a basis to at least make the records clear that you have made the appropriate following up. Chairman, I think I'll leave the rest to you in case you have any additional recommendation. This was a deduction at source, not their fault, but a deduction at source for whatever reason that was. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Chairman, and well noted.
But amount is just a small amount.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Subsequent ones that the Assembly is entitled, has the administrator been paying that one to you?
Yes, Honorable Chair, up to third quarter 2022.
Okay. So you have to only continue to remind them so that they add it. I'm sure that it's, because the amount is just a small amount, it escapes them. But if you remind them constantly, they will add it to your subsequent releases.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
The next one is paragraph 469. Honorable Sophia.
469, misapplication of District Assembly Common Fund on payment of transfer grants. You've been cited for paying $20,500 to A staff as transfer grants. You attributed the anomaly to outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic, which adversely affected business and revenue mobilization. Auditors are saying that you pay the money back to the fund. Have you done the payment?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Auditors, please, can you confirm if they've made a payment back to the account?
Honorable Chair, the said amount has been refunded. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you. Let's go to paragraph 493. Honorable Ajay Boateng.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Paragraph 493, West Gonja Municipal. You procured a number of items, PPEs, Loretta street lights, valued at 77,800.34. But the auditors could not authenticate those payments. So the recommendation is to the effect that you are